All right, this is One Last Midnight. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. I'm very excited to get back into this game. So last we left off, we're working on this. This is our current concrete production plant. It's just a little facility. It's got my miner, it's got 2 constructors, and then it's going into a storage container. And this is sitting on a normal limestone deposit, right? So this is good. I mean, it's not producing a whole heck of a lot, but it's good. That's good for what it is. Matter of fact, let's carry some more concrete with us because you never know when we're going to need that. Now, way over here, it's far. It's actually far. Is this, there's a couple other limestone deposits. And so I have, there's 2, right? There's a normal here, and then there's also sitting over here in the corner, there is a pure. So this is going to allow me for significantly more production of concrete. I just need to get it set up. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll get it set up. And I'm also debating, I think I have space right here for another output, right? So there's going to be an output this way. I might actually even turn this. I don't know. I'm deciding on how I'm going to set it up. And then I can have another output over here. So I can have, I'm thinking I have, this particular mine is going to support 4 constructors. And then this is going to support 2, and then I have another 2. So I've got a total of 8 constructors. Sorry, I took a brain break there. I don't know why. 2 plus 2 and plus 4 is we don't do math here. Hey, quit it. All right, so I'm gonna extend this out. I need to extend the base piece, the base out a little bit so that I can deal with the growth of this. I don't know how far out it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that far out, to be honest with you. It might go out a little bit farther because I need to... Oh, wow, that last piece got put way the frig over there. I think I misplaced that. Oh, well. You know, we need all this concrete to build. Gotta have this concrete to build. Can't build without it. But once I get this configured, I should have a decent amount of concrete production happening. And I shouldn't be worried about it anymore. Less concern. Less concern, right? It really all depends on how much ground and walls and all that stuff I'm going to put up. All right, I'm encroaching on something over here. I'm not... Oh, that was another piece. Okay. All right, I'm going to have to move this platform. All right, and I can't put any foundation pieces here, which means I'm going to need to, you know, put some fencing or something like that in place. All right, that looks good for now. I mean, I'm satisfied with that. That is just a foundation piece. And so, what the heck? Why not? Let's get rid of this. Don't need it anymore. And let's set up the new construction plant. All right, I'm all prepped and ready. I did decide to run a conveyor belt and wind up doing this lift from the other limestone production area, that resource deposit. So I'm gonna pull down this whole construction area for concrete right now because it's not needed anymore, and we're gonna reuse these parts to rebuild this over on the other side. All right, I've rebuilt the same facility that I had over at the other limestone resource deposit. I built it here, so I've got, this is essentially ready to go and start producing from that other mine. Let me, I need to run power over here. Let me run some power, and then I'm going to get the other one set up as well. I got my power lines in place. Let's turn on this facility. It's not ready to go yet, but I thought maybe I should just plug it in, though. And let's get these constructors going. And so storage, because I'm gonna have so many constructors building concrete, I want to figure out a better central location for all of the resources that are going to be coming in. So I believe the way that I'm going to have this set up is this just run 4 more along this line, or 2 more along this line, and then maybe another 4 along this line. I mean, it's a little bit far from the plant, but it should be okay. Maybe I do it in a different way. So let me get, you know, concrete being produced and start storing it in a temporary location, because we're going to need concrete, right? I can't stop this whole process. Of course, power is going to go out because I doubled up on my production facilities. Well, I added more stuff in there. So I need to turn on another one of these generators. Let's just do that really fast. I turned this one off because I wasn't spiking and there was no sense in, thank you. Why didn't that button go? Did that button go and I just not see it? At any rate, here, let's turn this on. And let's load this with fuel, and let's load this with fuel so they're even. We'll get some biomass fuel. And temporarily, I'm going to go into a storage container. Just right here for now. I mean, that's all I want to do for now. I'm happy with this for now. We're going to change it in a minute. But at least I'm not stopping construction being produced. Okay, so to make this nice and neat, I don't know how I'm going to make this nice and neat. I mean, this is so far back that I guess I'm just going to have to run a line. I mean, that's fine. That'll work. It's not going to be as pretty as I wanted it to be. And maybe it really doesn't matter. I don't think I'm going to have anything else over here. So I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Let's look at it. See how it works out. Wow, remarkably, these two fit here. I mean, it's a little bit farther. You know, it's not the same distance as this other splitter is, but that's okay. I mean, it doesn't need to be the same distance. All right, cool. That works. That works for me. They're not necessarily in the same, you know, line. They're not lined up equally, but that's okay. It actually might give me an opportunity to run some lines for a common storage. I'm trying to think of where I'm going to do the storage at. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's get the other ones in. Now this. I'm going to have a problem with the pure mine because it's going to be producing so much. I can get set up, however, and then just wait for the next conveyor line. That's going to be a couple major research items that I'm going to have to work on. But let's get set up here. All right, mega construction of the concrete factory has been complete. So let's go through what I've done. I've decided to rip down the other concrete plant that was sitting way over there off into the distance on that limestone resource deposit, and then moved it all the way over here on a conveyor belt underneath this platform and brought it up with a lift into the replica of what I had sitting way over there, which is 2 constructors feeding into a merger, which is feeding into storage. So that takes care of this one natural limestone resource. Now I had another natural limestone resource, which is right underneath here. this little hole in the middle. And so I put in a duplicate of this production plant, which is 2 constructors going into a merger, producing concrete. And then finally, way over here off into the distance, not way over, but right there, is a pure limestone resource deposit, which can currently put out more than my conveyor belts are running. So I did configure it to be 4 constructors for future growth. And I have it set up kind of in an H pattern. My output for the limestone resource is going into a splitter, which is feeding the first 2 constructors. And then it is being split again on this backside over here into these other 2 constructors, which are not turned on right now because I don't have enough resources to run them. Well, take that back. I do have the resources to run them. I just don't have the conveyor belt to be able to feed all 4 machines. So these 2 constructors are turned off, but these other ones in the back are turned on, and they're producing concrete. And all of my concrete is going into this lovely storage tower until I can get the larger storage. And it's going to be filling that up. And that is going to be my concrete production factory. I don't think I'm going to need any more. As the miners start, you know, getting better and I'm able to produce more resources, I can then overclock these constructors if I need to, and I will continue to keep producing as much concrete as I possibly want. All of this concrete production should be enough to be able to build up my factory. Again, it really depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. If I'm trying to build like a major building with walls and floors and all of that good stuff, then I'm probably going to need a lot more concrete. But if I'm just staying flat, then I don't know. I don't know how much concrete I'm going to use. In past playthroughs, I've always had an excess of concrete, which is fine because I could always dump it into the shop and dump it into the recycler or whatever they call that thing and burn it up for tickets, right? I'm not getting a good exchange for the concrete, but you know, at least I can dump it somewhere. In the next video, we really need to focus on construction of one of 2 things. And I think it's probably going to be iron at this point. I do need to get copper production going, but I'm not using an enormous amount of copper right now. There's nothing in there that's demanding copper as much as it is demanding iron. So I need iron plates, screws, pipes. I need all of that stuff more so than I need copper related items. And my only copper plant is sitting right over here. It's small. The only copper resource deposit I have is way over there on that miner, and it's a normal copper resource deposit. The other coppers are super far away. Watch this. That's the first one. That's great. It's fantastic. Where are the next ones? Wow, way over here. 1,000. So 1,000 meters away to get the next copper. God only knows what it is. I don't know if it's a normal or pure or an impure. Who knows? It could be impure, right? So a little bit difficult to get more copper at this stage in the game. And I don't think I need an enormous amount yet. I will later. Absolutely will later. So let's focus next time on iron production and get a couple iron facilities up and running. I got extremely lucky. You can see 2 miners in the distance over there, and way over here where my cursor is another resource deposit for iron. All 3 of these are pure, which is amazing. I've never come across 3 pure iron resource deposits so close together. But this is going to create an amazing little factory area. We can focus each mine specifically on one of the following resources, which is going to be plates, screws, and pipes. So stay tuned to wait to see how I get that set up. I will let the game run a little bit to produce enough concrete so that I can build out part of this factory floor. And Yeah, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below. And make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.